Hello YouTube, and welcome to another video. And today we're going to be doing another daily clean video, and we're going to be using the new machine I bought yesterday. I'm going to be putting it through its paces today and doing pretty much the upstairs rooms and the downstairs rooms as well. So we're going to have a pretty concentrated session with it. I want to do the whole house. I wanted to see how far the hose goes up the stairs as well, so I need to find out whether it will, as Dyson say, stretch up the entire of the staircase. So the upstairs room here hasn't been done in a few days, so it's a little bit dirty on this carpet, so I thought what better to start in this bedroom. So I apologise about the state of the bedroom. It's my own room and I haven't decorated in here for donkey's years, so it's a little bit brown, it's a little bit 2006-ish, so it's a bit old-fashioned now. Unlike this, you know. So we'll get straight on with it. I might have to hold the camera more upstairs than I do downstairs because there's not many places I can put the camera down to film myself doing the cleaning upstairs. That's why I don't normally do the filming up here. So we'll plug it in and we'll get started. Incidentally, on my video I talked about the warranty, and I wasn't sure about the warranty on this. It's 5 years, according to the Dyson catalogue. It's 5 years the warranty on this machine. The Argos website, it seemed to be wrong when it said there was just 2 years on the part underneath, where they had the Dyson literature underneath, and it said there was a 2-year no quibble warranty. It's 5. The other part is about the tools, where I said that the backward compatibility of the older tools with this machine, that you can't do it. Well, apparently, according to the instruction manual, they don't fit, but if you ring Dyson up, they will send and ask them to send an adapter. They will supply an adapter that fits onto this machine that will enable older tools to be used. Now, it says that in the small print in the instruction manual, and I don't think they want people to see that very easily, because I think they want you to eventually go out and buy new tools for this. But they do actually, they will sell you an adapter that will enable this to be used with older tools. Even though the cuff is a new cuff, there is an adapter that they sell that you can use old tools on, according to their instruction manual. So there we go. Let's plug it in and get started. See how much it gets up from this room here, because this hasn't been done for a few days, as I say. And what we're going to have, the suction setting on the head, we're going to have on the middle setting. We'll see how it goes with that to start with. If it's no good, I can always change it later on. incredibly quiet to use this machine. It's unbelievable compared to what the old ones used to be like. You can see how it's bringing the pile up really nicely as well. And again, this is a pretty old carpet in here. It's just going to go and say hello to that crappy old Hoover Whirlwind there, which we'll be doing a demo of in due course. Yeah, there we go, it seems to have picked a fair bit up from in here. Say hello to Henry. No, it doesn't want to say hello to Henry. It doesn't like Henry because Henry's made in England, you see, and this is made in Malaysia. It's jealous. Oh, and here's all the made in China stuff. So you can say hello to the made in China stuff. Oh, that's made in the USA. We don't want to be saying hello to that, do we? The Kirby will be jealous. Jealous that you're being used and not it. There we go, there's one made in Germany, yeah, look. Another one made in China, another one in Germany, another one in Malaysia. No, that's an English one, that one. And that one's made in Mexico. Round the corner we go. I'm just taking it to introduce it to all the other cleaners, you see. Oh look, there's its brother, look, there's its older brother. Okay, so that's finished upstairs. I'm just going to get the cable wrapped in. We'll go downstairs. And I am extremely impressed with the sound that this machine makes. It is just so quiet. It's incredibly quiet, in fact. So now we're just going to, I've got the cable in one hand and I'm going to very gently and carefully carry it downstairs because this is a very steep staircase in this house. So what I want to do is to see if I position the camera here and we look right up the top of the stairs. It is a very, very steep staircase, this is, and I'm very surprised if this actually goes all the way to the top, the hose. So if I just put this down here, and I just want to see if that goes all the way to the top, and then I'll plug it in over here. I must say, this here on the top feels very, very flimsy. This wand cover, it goes from side to side very easily, and I can see this getting snapped off very quickly. I've already knocked it now once or twice, so I don't know what the long-term durability of that wand cap is going to be. Because on older machines they did suffer, they got broken. We're getting higher up the stairs here. We're just about 2 stairs from the top, and I can feel the hose becoming very tight. One more step. This is pretty much now the full length of the hose. It is right at the bottom now, and it's stretched virtually to the top. And then there's the top landing, and this is where I am now. So I mean, at the risk of overstretching the hose, it will just about go to that top step, but you couldn't really clean with it because it is just so tightly stretched that you can't get any further. So it just nearly goes to the top of the stairs, but not quite, which is what I said on the original video. that at all. That's too far away from the cup. Yeah, it's very, very awkward to use with being on the ends of that long crevice tool. That dusting brush is too awkward, too far away from the cup for me. I would rather that went directly onto there. I knew that would be a problem. Right, there we go. That's the carpets done downstairs. We've taken it up the stairs. Just have a quick look in the bin, see what it's picked up. So yeah, there's a fair few cat hairs. There's quite a bit of dust in the bottom of there as well. There's bits of debris. So yeah, it's done pretty well. I'm very impressed with the performance of the floor head down here. What I'm not very happy about is this wand cap here. Every time I seem to use it, I seem to catch my hand on this and push it to one side, and that is very, very, very flimsy. That bends from side to side very easily on top of there, and I can see that getting broken very, very, very quickly. That will get broken off. I don't like the tool on the top of here. It gets in the way and it gets knocked off all the time. And in the end now, I'm just going to have to leave it off the cleaner altogether, because it's not a good place to have it on top of there. I've knocked it off now several times. Every time you go up to get hold of the cable, to hold the cable out the way, you bring your hand up and knock this off. It's a stupid design, and I do agree with the other reviewers who don't like it. Don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that you can't have the dusting brush directly on the cuff of the hose. Having to have it on the end of here all the time, it's too far away from the cuff. So I don't like that. Okay, now it's only when you start using these things that these little niggles start coming to light. From a practical point of view, having to do the dusting with that on the end of there all the time is a no-no. I don't like it. Whilst I like the cleaner and I like its performance and I like how it pushes around, I like how quiet it is, I like everything else about it, what I don't like concerns that tool. Okay? Now, on the older machines, the crevice tool was shorter. It wasn't as long as this, so your dusting brush wasn't as far away from the cuff. This is too far away. They're going to have to rethink this, because people aren't going to like it. Whilst it's a nice dusting brush, it's too far away from the cuff at the end of this long crevice tool to be used comfortably. You can use it, just not comfortably. Okay, so I mean, I can probably work around this knowing that it's a little bit flimsy. Really, that should have had a little black cutout in there, so that it fitted into that gap, so it doesn't keep moving from side to side like this. But there we go. That's the first use of it anyway, and I'm sure there'll be very, very many to come, because I do intend on using this a lot during the first month or so that I can really thoroughly assess its performance. And so far, on carpets, I had it on the plus in that room, and it did really well. And then I switched it onto the minus when I went in there. And it does pretty well on both settings. Okay, I'm just about running out of time on the camera now, so I'll say goodbye and I'll see you on the next video.